See, let's reduce CPI rates every month. Yeah, so here's plotting them. I guess what we're saying is when we did this equation right here, so we did P2 minus P1 divided by P1. That's the same one, right? Yeah, and so we found that's the percentage that it increased from, what did you say it was, 2?
It was 0.399.
0.399?
Yeah. 7860 something. No, I don't know exactly, but 0.399 were the first three.
Okay. Yeah, so that's saying that that's how much percentage changes changed from this year to this year. If they asked you per year, you could say you could divide that, right, and say
okay,
per year.
So you're saying you've got a 4%. Well, wait a second. Do I need to take it times 100?
Oh, sorry, yeah, times 100, okay, so 40%. Sorry, because that's why it makes sense, right? Because we said it was like 8% each year.
Yeah.
And so it's that if you added all those up, you would get 40.
Just, yeah, like right under 8%.
Right. Yeah.
So per year.
Per year. And yeah, and since we've been rounding, it's not going to be exactly, but you see how it worked, right? So you were from here to here, and that's probably a question that I would expect them to show. But it seems like, we've been playing with these, and you've been able to get from price to CPI to inflation rate. And so we've used a couple different equations so far.
Okay.
But it seems like you've got everything, nothing I've said you haven't understood. Yeah, it seems like that's pretty close, right?
Yeah.
So maybe there's examples here in the back. But let's just make sure those are all the equations that was talked about in here. CPI, I'm pretty sure that is, yeah. Starts right there with CPI and then inflation rate. And then just converting it into like current day prices using that. I guess another way they could ask the question is giving you like something that costs this price and then it costs that price in the future, like what is the inflation rate? Let's look at the questions at the back here and see what questions they ask here and see if we can answer them now. So the price of a typical laptop computer has fallen from $2,085 to $800 today. At the same time, the consumer price index has risen from 100 to 250. Adjusted for inflation, how much did the price of laptops change? Does this answer seem right to you? Or is it missing something? So I guess it's just saying, first of all, adjusting for inflation. So put this number into 85 terms, right? So that was that one equation we were looking at in the beginning. So
it'd be 2,000 minus. No, wait.
So you have to look at the CPI numbers, right?
Okay.
To find out what to do that one. Remember first. So there was that one where it's like you do whatever the current price was times whatever the rate is. I guess so what I'm trying to say is like try and get it into today, what today's dollars were in 85, and you can assume that they're going to be a lot, like it's going to be 10 or 15 something dollars or 8. It's going to be above 1 in any case, like how many dollars it takes us today to make there. So remember you did that by taking the current one. Let's just make sure. So the current price today divided by the price level before, right?
Okay, so we've got 800 divided by 2. 800 divided by 2,000.
Well, that's for the computer, but the price level, remember, is the same as CPI, which they're saying right here is the consumer price index is 100 to 250. So I guess if you were writing that down, you would say like, all right, what were the years?
85.
So 1985, it was 100, and then they're saying today, 2014, or whenever that book was made, it's 250, right? So you first you want to see how many dollars today is each dollar there, and so you would do 250, right? Divided by 100, yeah. So 2.5, right? So then now you're looking at, now you can compare them if you can convert this 800 into what it would have costed before, right? So you do 800 times 2.5. See why we're doing that, right?
Yeah.
Because each dollar today is, wait, is that right?
That's 2,000. That's
No,
the
no,
same,
no.
isn't it?
We want to take, let's see, let me just make sure we're doing. This is, it takes $2.50 of our 2014 dollars for each dollar here, right? So if that cost $2,000 back then a computer really today would have cost 2,000 times 2.5, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, that's
So
really
it'd
easy to
be-
mix that up. So you got to
it'd
kind of
be
talk it through your head.
Be 5,000.
Right, so that would be, yeah, $5,000 today.
It's
Where it only costs
actually
$800.
costs 800.
Yeah. Right? So that's this question summarizes why we care about the inflation rate. Because now we can see, okay, well, our things are, and here we can see like, okay, the price of laptops has actually gone down, even though it might not look that way. It's gone down. And so then it says, how much did the price change? Does this answer seem right to you, or is it missing something? Explain yours. So does that seem right?
It's missing the fact that there's improvements in the production
Right.
capability, that they
Yeah.
can produce it at a lower cost
Yeah.
than they used to be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, so even though inflation's going up, the price is going down. And that's exactly what you're saying. That's why, is because technology has changed. It's easy, their manufacturing's different, and now it's cheaper for them to make a computer than it was back in 1985.